Hi welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Mayowa. So here's something, guys. 80% of all the outfits I make, like I show you how to make on my channel, are basically made out of patterns. That is the foundation of every pattern that I use for whatever style it is I'm showing you how to do, how to make for that week, is made solidly from a basic pattern before it is then altered and then fine-tuned into whatever style we are making for that week. And truth be told, pattern drafting opens you up to like a world of possibilities. And since I started, from my own personal opinion, from my own personal experience, since I started using pattern drafting, since I learned how to do pattern drafting, I've never for once gone back to making outfits out of the freehand technique, because I learned a bit of freehand once upon a time. So since then, I've never for once gone through like using the freehand technique for my outfit. And that is just because I've seen the truth, guys. No matter what style is out there, no matter what it is, what style it is, I am never worried or scared of trying it out, because all I have to do basically is just to pick up my basic pattern, do some alterations on the pattern, fine-tune it, make a mock dress like from the pattern I drafted, and really I'll get the style. And that is basically what I do. So it's really very essential for you to know how to draft these basic patterns. And when I say basic patterns, I mean your basic bodice block, your standalone skirt block, your sleeve block, and then your basic trouser stroke pants pattern. And those are the 4 essential basic patterns where all styles are made from, like whatever it is you want to do. You just know that once you have those 4 patterns, or once you know how to do them, once you don't have to draft them, you really don't have any problem. And then you can face any style you see on the internet. Maybe you see one style on the internet now, you know, okay, I have my 4 basic patterns. Which one? You try to interpret the style and see, okay, which of the 4 basic patterns do I want to use for this style? Then you choose whichever one you feel is going to work for the style. Then you begin your alterations for the style, and then you fine-tune it, like I mentioned earlier. Also, that is actually what I do. Like, you fine-tune it, like, and then you cut on a mock fabric before you actually cut on your fashion fabric. So whatever it is, whatever fitting you would need to like do on the style, you do it on that mock. You do it on the mock one you cut. So before you then cut your actual style from the fashion fabric. And really, once you know how to do those 4 basic patterns, you are good to go. So here's what I was thinking, guys. For people that don't know how to draft these patterns, or for people that have been finding pattern drafting a little bit challenging, I was thinking of doing a separate set of tutorials that will cover these 4 basic patterns. So this tutorial is going to like really focus, easy detailed tutorial that will really focus on showing you how to make these 4 basic patterns. So it's going to be pattern drafting broken down into tiny pieces. So these tutorials will show you how to draft your basic bodice block, how to draft your standalone skirt block, how to draft your basic sleeve block, and also how to draft your basic trouser stroke pants pattern stroke block. All very detailed and easy to understand. So if it's something you're going to be interested in, you can reach out to me by sending an email to info.mayowaoye@gmail.com. It should be right on your screen. So that is info.mayowaoye@gmail.com. Because there are really limited slots to this tutorial. So if you are really interested, all you have to do is just send an email saying I'm interested. That is really all you have to say. I am interested. So yeah, that's it, guys. And once again, it's really not for everybody, guys. It's only for people who are interested in learning the basics of pattern drafting, and also for people who are interested in learning how to draft these 4 basic patterns for themselves. Because really, once you know how to draft them, you know it for life. Nobody can take it away from you. So yeah, that's it, guys. Now let's move on to today's business. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this pretty ruffle top, or we can also call it a top with bell sleeves, whichever one you want to call it. So as you can see from the screen, that is I'll be showing you how to make this ruffle top for today. So let's get right on with it, guys. So this is the pattern we'll be using for this style. So you can see from the style that the top is a button down, is a kind of button down shirt. So for the button down shirt, all you have to do is to extend your pattern. So at the middle here, you're going to, at the front fold here, you're going to extend your pattern by 3 cm, 3 cm, 3 cm, 3 cm. So that's going to serve as the button stand for your shirt. So I'm just going to do that now. So then the next thing for me to do is to connect a line from my bust point here. I'm going to connect it to somewhere around my shoulder line here. So if you look at the shirt, you see that it's cut, like it's in pattern, is in what's it called, panels. It's in panels. So this line that I'm going to connect here is going to work, is what's going to work as the panel. So it's going to extend from my dart all the way to this place. So I'm just going to pick, you don't have to, if you want the panel to like be in the middle of your shoulder, you draw a line from the middle of your shoulder line here to your bust point. But for me, I don't want that. I want it just slightly around here. So I want it slightly around here, a little bit from the end point of your shoulder line. So I'm just going to connect a line from there to my that point. So the next thing is to increase the length of my blouse here, because if I leave it this way, it's going to come out as a crop top. So I'm just going to extend it a bit to accommodate the length that I want for my shirt. So you can increase it, you can add like 2 inches to the length, or it depends on you, depends on how long you want your shirt to be. So I'm just going to add another piece of paper to this just so that I can extend the line, or rather extend the length. And this is it done. So now all I have to do is to place another piece of paper underneath this, and then I'm going to trace this out. I'll trace this out this way, this way, this way, this way, and this is going to be panel A, and then I'll trace this out this way, and then I come this way, or rather I'll come this way, and then I'll trace this out this way, and that's going to be known as panel B. So the entire part of this part here is going to be known as panel B, and the entire part of this part here is going to be known as panel A. So just so that your neckline won't be too tight on your neck, you can adjust and also alter your neckline here. So I'm just going to chop up like maybe 1 inch away from my shoulders here, and redraw my neckline. So this is going to be my new neckline, and that's basically all of it. So the back is going to be on fold instead of the front. Since we already have an opening in front, we can't have an opening also at the back. So the back is going to be on fold. This is going to be panel A, and this is going to be panel B. So So you place another piece of paper underneath this, and then you trace out this. Okay, yeah, you need to alter the neckline also to fit into the one we did before. So you chop off 1 inch away from your shoulder line here, and then you connect back to your neckline here. So this is going to be our new neckline. So, and that's basically all of it. So now all you have to do is to measure what you have on the neckline here. You measure the length of the neckline here, and also you measure the length of your front neckline also. So whatever you get, that's what we'll be using to draft our mandarin collar. So, or you call it a bishop collar, what we have on the shirt. So you measure the length of the back neckline here, and you also measure the length of the front neckline, add both together, and we'll be using that to draft our bishop collar. So I'm going to move right ahead to doing that now. So after adding both my front neckline and my back neckline together, what I have is 3 1/4. So I'm going to measure the 3 1/4 on this new pattern paper here. Then you measure how wide you want your mandarin collar to be. So let's just measure 1.5 inches as the width of our mandarin or bishop collar. So although I'm not measuring 1.5 inches on this pattern because it's a 1/3 miniature scale pattern, but on your own pattern, if you want to use 1.5 inches, you can use 1.5 inches. That is for a full scale adult size pattern. So just measure 1.5 inches though, then you connect. So this is going to be known as the center back of your pattern, and this part is going to be on fold. That's why I drew this arrow here. So now you are going to draw in slash lines into your pattern, and then just make like a small curve around here. This small curve is going to be the new outline of this. So I'm just going to clean this part off. And that's all for our mandarin collar. So all you have to do now is to slash these lines open and open it up by like maybe 0.5 cm, just slightly, just so that your mandarin collar is going to sit nicely on the neckline of your shirt when you are done doing that, when you are done sewing. So I'm going to do all of that now, and also know that this pattern here is going to be cut on fold. So this part is going to be the part that will be on fold. So you fold your fabric when you're about to cut this. Fold your fabric and then you place your pattern on the fold line, and then you slash. You remember that you have to slash these lines open by like 0.5 cm, and that's basically all for your mandarin collar. So this is the part that is going to be on top, and this is the part we'll be attaching to the neckline of our shirt. So you add your allowances, and that will be all. So measure what you have from the waistline here to your across chest level here. So whatever you get is going to be the length of a ruffle. That is how long it's going to be here. Then you measure from right here all the way to your shoulders, and then you do the same for the back. You measure from the across back all the way to your shoulders. So whatever you get, you add both together, and that is going to be what we'll be using to get the wideness of our ruffle. That is how wide it's going to be. So 4.4 is the length of my ruffle, and then I have from here to here I have 1 inch, and for the back from here to here I also have 1 inch. So for the back from here to here, I also have 1 inch. So I'm just going to add that together, and that gives me 2 inches. So that is what that 2 inches I'll multiply by 3 or 4 depending on how much gathers you want to put on your ruffle. So what I have 1 inch from here, and then I have 1 inch from here, and that gives me 2. So 2 times 3 gives me 6. So 6 will be the width. So let me just so this is the measurements we'll be using. So to get that ruffle, you are going to be using your circle pattern for that. So if you don't know how to draft a circle pattern, please kindly check out my video tutorial on how to draft a 3-tiered circle skirt. So you can use that pattern to draft this ruffle we'll be doing here. So this 6 inches is going to be the width of the circle pattern, and this 4.4 is going to be my length. So 6 inches will be how wide it is, and 4.4 is going to be the length. The video tutorial for the link to that circle skirt pattern should be right on top of your screen, but if it's not, please check out the link in the description box down below. So I'm just going to go ahead to draft that and cut that out, and then I'll cut all of that out of my fabric plus my bishop collar, my panels, and then my circle pattern. So I'm just going to do all of that now and show you what it's going to look like. And these are all my cut out pieces. This is my circle pattern for the ruffle part. This is it. I cut 2 of these, ones for this side, one for the other side, and this is my side front. So cut in 2, you cut 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this center front also, and this is the facing of my center front. So you can see that. So I'm going to be using this facing to turn in my opening at the edge here. And these are my mandarin collars. So I cut 2 of these. One is going to serve as a lining, and the other is going to serve as the right side. So I'm going to use the lining to turn. I'm going to use one of these to turn the other, and then I'll sew round and leave this part open to attach to the neckline of my shirt. And this is my center back. Remember I said that it's cut on fold, so you cut it on fold, and this is what that means. So this is it, and this is my side back in 2 pieces, and that is basically all of it. So now I'm going to move right ahead to sewing all of this. that's the end of today's tutorial, guys. It's literally this easy. All you need to do next is to fix in your buttons and your buttonholes, and that will be all really. And at least 2 yards of 60-inch length fabric should be enough to make this blouse. So yeah, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to type it in the comment section and I'll reply you as soon as I can. Well, you know what's coming next, guys. Please and kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video if you found it helpful, and turn on the notifications bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. Thank you and God bless you as you do so. Well, until next time, bye.